Just answering questions, and if anybody's curious, apparently I'm now over the 3rd relapse. Here we go. Guess you were looking the other way when such and such a group of people described multiple shooters at Name That Shooting. Okay, other examples given. Your task is to guess which shooting. We got students, multiple shooters. Let's go. Gun I've never seen was a statement by somebody, and then the person incredulously says, who on this planet has not seen an AR? Most of you people out there who believe that gun rights are somehow universal and everybody knows how to use guns or whatever, also complains about people not knowing what they're talking about. Talking about students and random people at some shooting who may have never actually seen an AR or know what the gun is, and acting like that isn't something you yell about in the comment sections, but okay. Kids describing full auto rate fire, but you just said they don't know the difference between an AR or any other gun. Oh, excuse me, I got the joke wrong. Any other weapon. Okay. Who on this planet has not heard full auto versus semi-auto? Most people don't know that semi-auto isn't full auto. Also, most of you gun nuts really believe that a bump stock that is extremely unregular shooting is a belt-fed weapon, according to a lot of you in the comment section. That's about paddock. Again, which shooting? I'm not indicating which one. Then, of course, the person says, you're drunk, you're off your meds, go home and stop posting stupidity. Now, I don't know if this person was actually directing at me at this point. I'm usually, what is it, you're the guy in ghoul makeup and Mr. Floaty Head, which is a nice version of that. So, which shooting is this? When people address a subject matter and don't make it really obvious that it's a distinct, specific one, this kind of gets to be a generic answer. A bunch of students couldn't identify whether or not it was a particular gun they'd ever seen, wasn't able to understand that it was full auto, and also a lot of you gun people kept screaming at me that Paddock was using full auto belt-fed in a helicopter or something, when it was very clearly, according to every single time I've done a check, not a real automatic weapon. It was a simulated automatic weapon. And by the way, if you're easily fooled that way, then you might want to understand that Congress and everybody writing rules and laws might decide that it's a full auto conversion. Hence the reason it's been banned, or could be banned, depending on what day it is that you're watching this. According to police, this is a different person. According to police footage, windows weren't broken in Las Vegas. Control room full of security and cops you see and hear on video. Them saw SWAT killed the suspect, but no name, just suspect. They always said Campos was shot with a pellet, not a bullet. Okay, everybody said that. Not Campos saying it and them repeating it. Okay. The head cop on the room looks at the cop with the body cams and tells him to stop talking and shut them off. This is the newest footage releases. Not really. This is, we have plenty of examples like that. What was he telling him to shut off? Did he actually say shut off your body cams? I'm just, asking questions. There's proof, but doesn't ostensibly to show to John Cullen. Then he says, he's a fraud, referring to someone. He might say some stuff that's right, but he's a fraud who hides, and his outs of tons of info, a lot of the time contradicting itself. Again, can just throw info out there and hide behind a computer. Now, that describes every single person I see on YouTube, but yeah, that might involve Hoover. Okay? Next one. No evidence Campos is involved, but he was sheltered, fled to Mexico, brought back, did fake Ellen show. How is it fake? What is it? And then Mandela's pay him and family to stay in luxury suites for a long time. Not saying he's a shooter, but he knows a lot. I don't think Campos knows jack. Or shtick. Certainly a lot more than they're saying. Campos arranged to go to Mexico because he'd arranged to do it. He didn't do it. None of this is actually suspicious or anything involved that. But yeah, Campos got hit by a piece of random junk that hit him in the leg, and it wasn't a bullet, and a lot of other things. I'm just reading what you're saying. I've had enough arguing today. I posted a lot of videos. I'm kind of tired now. Your right to bear arms is more important than any other right. No, it isn't. My learning ability to be able to make any weapon I want is. Even speech, wrong. Freedom of speech means I can communicate that knowledge to you. I have the right to communicate anything, except on YouTube. But if I explain how to make a powder-driven nail gun, it's not illegal. So let's go on. Without protection, you would have nothing. Our right to freedom of speech doesn't come from the gun. Stop worshipping weaponry. It's really sick. By the way, most people who post this stuff don't understand anything. Ammesemet isn't for hunting or survival. It's for tyranny. Government, plain and simple. I'm pretty sure I cut and pasted that word wrong. I don't know what it says. I'm not sure. And no, the guns aren't for tyranny control, nor is the Second Amendment. Oh, that was what you're typing. Second Amendment was not actually for tyranny protection. It was a fear that the states had of something, or the federal government did. You can look up the motivations that people had when they were debating this, you know. People kept notes of why they voted that in there. You know that, right? Maybe I should dig up all those things and actually tell you Second Amendment people, or First Amendment, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded people, the actual motivation these people had, and maybe it wouldn't fit with your beliefs or anybody else's, because it was theirs. They had lots of motivations for making these different rules. You don't want to know what they are, do you? I'll be sure to make that vid. Anyway, if anybody wants to take a stab at what motivated these people, or individual, it could be just one person, please post below. Thanks for watching.